In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a group within your Gmail system so that instead of emailing multiple people, you can actually set up a group. So for example, if you're working as part of a team or a department, you can set up a Gmail group so that you can quickly just type in the group name rather than all the individual emails. If you ever use distribution lists in Outlook, this is a similar feature. So the first thing that we're going to do is we need to switch to our contacts. And so up in the upper left corner here, you're going to switch from mail to contacts. And then you'll notice that you have your list of contacts here. And because your group is going to be new, we're going to have to set it up that way. You can see here under this first section, under My Contacts, that first number in parentheses tells you how many contacts you have. So believe it or not, I have over 1,400 contacts. A lot of them probably need to be deleted. I haven't cleaned it out lately. And any groups that you have set up then will be listed under here. So you can see I have my 2013 FBLA officers, and I also have my 2014 semester 2 work-based learning students. Again, saves me from emailing 16 students individually, and I can just type in one group name. So what I'm going to do is click on New Contact, and then up here in the top you can see a tab for groups. I'm going to select that, and then I need to create a new group, and I'm going to call this my 2014 FBLA officers, similar to my other one from last year. And I'm going to click OK. And once that's created, you can see that it populates over here on the left. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to begin adding people. Now, when you start adding contacts, if you have someone already in your contact list, you can add them by their name, and Google will find them in your Gmail system. If it's someone that you have not added into your contacts, but they are part of our district system, then you're going to have to start by typing their entire email. So in the case of students, this is going to be really important because we start our student emails with their graduation year. As far as staff members, you simply will be able to find anybody you need to with their last name. Now, if you're creating a group of people that are not in our system, again, if you don't have them in the contact list, you may have to add them. So to start out with, we're going to go up here to this plus sign to add to it, and I'm going to start with Kyle Baumsack, and I know he's in my system, so I can start with his last name, and I'm going to select him, and I'm going to add him. And I also know that Brant Dietrich is already in my mailbox because I had him as an officer last year, and I can select him and add him. Now, the next person I'm going to add is someone that I know is not in my contact list, and so if I were to try to search for her, Sydney Bell, nothing shows up, or it doesn't pre-populate because she is not in my contact list. So what I need to do is start with her graduation year, and I happen to know she's going to be a sophomore, so I'm going to type in 17. I'm going to type in Bell, and there she is. So I can select that and add her. The next person that I'm going to add is going to be Anna Prusha. I know she's going to be a senior, so her graduation year will be 15. I can start typing in her last name, and there she is, and I can add her. And I'm going to continue doing this until I add all of my FBLA officers. Now, what you're going to notice over here are my labels. And so, for example, for Kyle, I have him in the label that is for, when I click on it, it's going to open up and tell me what I have in here. I have him as a 2013 officer and a 2014 officer, and so it keeps track of all of those until I delete that group. Okay. Now, once I have a group started, I can go back out to my mail, and if I am ready to start a new email, I can hit compose. And over here, when I start typing, I can simply start typing my 2014, which is the name of my group, and I can select that, and it's automatically going to add anybody who is part of the group. And so you can see if you have multiple people that you email consistently that this is going to save you some time of adding individual emails. You also have the option, let's say this was a surprise party for one of them, and after I get the group added, I can individualize it by deleting Brant out of here, for example, if this was about Brant, and then I could send it to the rest of the group. So I still can use the group feature even if I want to be more selective of who I want to send to within that particular group.